Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this March the 15th, 2024. I'm hoping everybody had a great Friday out there so far. Everybody had a great Friday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be talking about your forecast for Saturday and Sunday. Also, the weather radar across the nation, the Watches Warning Advisory map as well. Also, take a look at the Storm Prediction Center overview and the storm report that came in this afternoon. And also, we're going to be discussing severe weather potential outlooks from the Storm Prediction Center for your Saturday and also your Sunday. So stick around to the entire video. Do not miss a beat of this forecast. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. And make sure you hit the notification bell for these updates. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you have not. Like these videos and also share these videos on social media. Okay, now let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks. You can see we got some snow up here in portions of New Brunswick, northern Maine, also in the portion of southern Canada, back in the portion of Montana. Mixed precipitation up here around the Great Lakes, up here in the portion of Wisconsin, Michigan, stretching all the way down in northern Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York State, through Vermont, New Hampshire, back into Maine, also back in the portion of New Brunswick, and also portions of the Nova Scotia region as well. Shower activity stretching from New Hampshire down toward Connecticut to Pennsylvania, Ohio, back over to portion of Michigan, Indiana. Shower activity across eastern North Carolina, eastern South Carolina as well. More shower activity for portions of Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, and Arkansas with thunderstorms and showers stretching from the Florida, southern Georgia, northern Florida, Florida Panhandle, all the way back into portion of northeast Mexico through central southern Texas, back up to Oklahoma. I can't even get it out there. But anyway, down to Little Rock, Arkansas, also down towards the area of Louisiana, southern Alabama, and Mississippi region. Shower activity over New Mexico up to Arizona, portion of Oklahoma. We have snow and mixed precipitation over portion of Colorado, Utah, Nevada, California, Arizona, and New Mexico region with some heavy snow in pockets across New Mexico, also into Utah, and a little bit in Arizona as well. Alright, otherwise, dry high pressure is in charge of area weather through much of Canada, through portions of the northwestern U.S., northern U.S., from Washington State to Minnesota, down to the Carolinas, also in the portion of Florida, Florida Keys, Jamaica, Cuba, Yucatan Peninsula, much of Mexico, the Gulf of California, portion of Arizona, portion of California, all the way up to Washington State. All of this activity is for your Saturday, March 16th. Alright, let's move on to your Sunday forecast now. As you can see here, we got snow showers up here in portions of the southeast Canada, portion of New Brunswick, back in the portion of the Great Lakes region, portion of Michigan as well. Mixed precipitation there also, stretching from portion of Ohio to Pennsylvania, West Virginia, New York State, into New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Maine, also back up again into New Brunswick, and also southeast Canada. More mixed precipitation over here in portion of Utah, Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, into Colorado as well. Shower and thunderstorms, especially from Texas all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico, northeast Mexico as well, stretching all the way into Louisiana to the Carolinas, Florida, all the way up towards the D.C. area as well, and eastern North Carolina, southeast Virginia, and western North Carolina mountains included. Alright, otherwise, dry high pressure is in charge of the Bahamas, southern Florida, Cuba, the Jamaica, much of Yucatan Peninsula, also down in much of Mexico, Gulf of California, all the way up from up to Washington State, stretching all the way over to Minnesota, Wisconsin, portion of Michigan, the Ohio, portion of Virginia, up to Pennsylvania and New Jersey regions as well. All of this activity is for your Sunday, March 17th, which is St. Patrick's Day. Alright, as you can see here, on the radar view here, we got some activity over southeast Canada, also up here across southern Canada, northern Wisconsin, northern Michigan. We got a cold frontal boundary extending from up here near a portion of southeast Canada, stretching all the way down to the Texas region. This is producing showers across the mid-Atlantic, also across Georgia. Some of this activity moving to South Carolina later tonight. Also, we got some severe weather ongoing down across Georgia, back down into portion of Florida, and also southeast Texas. And more shower and thunderstorm activity over Texas and Louisiana. Widespread showers over Alabama and Georgia. Getting my states mixed up there. Scattered activity over portion of Oklahoma and also into Kansas. More scattered activity over the Four Corners region, including California up to Utah, Arizona, portion of New Mexico, and also a little bit in southern Nevada, northwestern U.S., you look A-OK. Alright. Let's move on to, I'm going to hang up here now. See. Alright, we good. Still got air quality alert for upstate South Carolina. Also, we got thunderstorm watches along the Florida Panhandle and also the coastal waters. Also across southeast Texas and southern Texas there. Got some severe thunderstorm and a special marine warning. Dense fog advisory here down across the Gulf Coast from off in the coastal waters from southeast Texas all the way over to the Florida Panhandle. We got them storm warnings out here in the coastal areas of the gale warning, excuse me, out in the coastal waters. Small craft advisory along coastal areas of Maine. Alright, we got red flag warnings up here in portions of South Dakota, wind advisories in northern North Dakota. Also, we have some special weather statements for South Dakota and also into portions of Minnesota. We have a winter storm warnings and winter weather advisory, wind advisories over portions of Colorado and Utah, and also Arizona and New Mexico. High wind warnings in California. Also got a winter storm warnings and also a few flood advisory across Southern California. Wind advisory across the north. Let's see, pretty much quiet along coastal areas. The Hawaiian Chain Island got some high surf warnings. Flood watches in effect. Small craft advisory around the island chain. In inland, we got some special weather statements, winter weather advisory, wind chill warnings in effect for a portion of Alaska. Coastal areas got the small craft advisory around the island. Also in the blue here, we have a freezing spray warning in a portion of Alaska off the coastal areas as well. Alright, Storm Prediction Center time. This is the overview. Alright, you can see here we got the general thunderstorm pretty much from Virginia to North Carolina back to Texas. Here's that enhanced risk over portion of Texas, marginal risk in the green stretching into South Carolina down to the Florida Panhandle. And also we got some ongoing severe thunderstorm watches over Texas, Louisiana, and also over here in portions of Florida and also into Alabama. General thunderstorms over here in portions of Arizona, New Mexico, and also Utah and Nevada, and also Southern California region as well. And there's that little activity over portion of northern Michigan. Alright, you can see it a little bit better. Here's the slight risk stretching all the way into southern Alabama, back into South Texas. There's that marginal risk to the Carolinas, back into portion of Texas as well. Alright, current watches in effect. South Texas, Southeast Texas, Florida Panhandle, also southern portions of Alabama as well included. MDS discussion, currently just talking about the current severe thunderstorm watch that's currently in effect. Storm reports. Alright, we had 2 tornado reports, one in Louisiana and another one up in Illinois. Alright, wind report, we had 21, one was high. They pretty much took place in northern and central Alabama, central Mississippi, southeast Louisiana. The hail reports pretty much with 22, 4 of them were large. We had some reports in portions of southwest Georgia, southern Alabama, southeast Texas, and central Texas and southern Texas regions as well. Fire weather concern, we got an elevated risk. That's why you see the red flag warnings in effect for a portion of North and South Dakota. Alright, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook for your Saturday. As you can see here, general thunderstorms over around Cedar City, just east of Las Vegas, over toward Flagstaff and Phoenix, also Santa Fe and also into Albuquerque. Alright, general thunderstorm from Fort Stockton to Midland, Lubbock, and Amarillo, Texas vicinity towards Fort Steele, Oklahoma, stretching all the way to Greenville and Jackson, Mobile, and New Orleans areas. Shreveport, you're included. Marginal risk include Waco down to Ruston, Lufkins, Houston. Also Corpus Christi, you included in the marginal risk, the slight risk, San Antonio and surrounding areas. Pretty much Corpus Christi, Sugar Land, Texas, Mississippi City, Texas, and Victoria, Texas as well. And also in the marginal risk, Houston, Austin, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Laredo, and Pasadena vicinities as well. Tornado probability 2%, pretty much down around Austin, Houston, and San Antonio and surrounding areas. 5% brown from Austin to Houston down to Corpus Christi, San Antonio. You're included in the damaging winds. The hail probability, This is in the 5%. This is Austin up to Waco, toward Lupkin, toward southern Alexandria. Houston, Corpus Christi, you're in the 5. San Antonio, you're in the bullseye for a severe large hail over 2 inches in diameter. And if you live in Sanchez, Eagle Pass, Senegan, and Uvalde, Texas area, you're in the area where there will be some large hail over 2 inches in diameter. All right, let's take a look at day 3 because we do have some severe weather to discuss. All right, you can see we got general thunderstorm from Cedar City, Utah, down to Flagstaff, Arizona, through Santa Fe, New Mexico, Albuquerque, Los Caucus, and El Paso, Texas, Fort Stockton, Midland, Lubbock, toward Waco, can't even get it out, Austin, stretching all the way over toward Savannah, Jackson, Tallahassee area, the Martinal Wrist, then from San Antonio, Houston, back towards the New Orleans, and also Mobile, Alabama, the Florida Panhandle region, also Corpus Christi, you're included as well. The probability should be 5%. That's pretty much same location. Mobile, New Orleans, Houston, San Antonio, Corpus Christi, you're included in the 5% risk area for severe weather on Sunday. I would not be surprised to see this shift a little further to the north, maybe up toward Birmingham, maybe even toward Atlanta, maybe toward Columbia, maybe in that vicinity there, possibly. This mainly south of Columbia, but Charleston and Savannah, you could be included in Columbus, Georgia, Jacksonville, Tallahassee, and Dalton area. You could be included in the Martinal Rift later on. I would not be surprised to see that. There's a possibility it could. Just want to let everybody give you a heads up just in case if you have to see tomorrow the Martinal Rift be changed, maybe up to Waco, maybe toward Jackson, Columbus, maybe up to Charleston and Savannah region, maybe up toward Jackson and Tallahassee area. You could be included in the Martinal Rift area as well. But right now, they're going to go with that. But I would not be surprised to see it stretch over that far as well. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Everybody continue to stay safe and well. Also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing if you have not. Make sure you hit that bell notification and also make sure you subscribe to my channel if you have not. We'll catch you back in the next video. So have a wonderful, wonderful Friday evening, folks. Take care.